Yo, what is going on, VeVe Strange gang? Welcome back to the channel, All Things Strange. It's your man, Dr. Strange, and I'm back in action. So I'm asking, are we stacking or slacking? What are we talking about today? Man, we should have seen this coming. We got Black Panther #1, and this is the 2016 version. You know what I'm saying? So the question is, man, what are we going to do with this book? We got to dig in, see what the values are in real life. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go through the story a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to check some more values and try and do an evaluation, man, and see if this is worth going all in on. Should we fall back off the drop? Should we stack after the drop? Should we max out during the drop? I don't know, man. We got to explore this stuff. I'm not too familiar with this book as far as the values, but I am familiar with the storyline. We're going to dig into that in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we are here on Twitter, and we're on VeVe's Twitter page, of course. So let's just see what the VeVe fam is talking about in regards to this book, man. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, people are starting to come around, man. If you guys, you know what I'm saying, for you guys that are subscribed to this channel and you watch these videos on a routine basis, you already know how I feel about the man Scotty Young, man. I love all of these like kitty baby versions of these serious characters, man. It's just like I don't know, it's just something refreshing and new. Like, who would have ever thought, you know what I'm saying, like someone would even make that their niche, you know what I'm saying, their niche. So I love it, man. My man Daniel Marquez is in the house. So amazing. I'm definitely gonna go for definitely going for it. Good, everyone going for this drop. I have to like that. We got my man John G in the building, praying I get a nice rarity. Good luck, fellow VeVe fan. Good luck, John G. You know what I'm saying? So we got some people in here. Every comic gets sold out, even though people always complain in the comments. Well, that's true to a degree. You know, we actually do have some comics still in the store, not sold out, I believe. Yeah. So that's true to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Got Just Nobody with some ill, new AI inspired magic here he got going on with that. That's what's up, man. Definitely digging it. I definitely like what the VeVe fam is feeling on this drop. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go in here too, man. See what the people's is talking about. Yeah, Secret Rare looks fire. That's right. Ooh, someone wants this. Okay. I can dig it. So people are hoping we're getting some variated covers like those. Somebody, yeah, they know what's up. Man. So yeah, without further ado, man, let's start hopping up in this and doing some research. First thing let's do, is head on over to the Medium article and extrapolate some information from over here, shall we? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on VeVe's Medium article for Black Panther #1, dropped in 2016. So let's just scroll through this a bit, get some little information here. New era for the Black Panther starts here with the first Black Panther issue, written by MacArthur Genius and National Book Award winner Ta-Nehisi Coates. Between the World and Me, that's the previous book he wrote, and illustrated by living legend Brian Steelfreeze, who's done A Nation Under Our Feet. Well, actually, this story arc is called A Nation Under Our Feet, and it's a story about dramatic upheaval in Wakanda and the Black Panther's struggle to do right by his people as the ruler. The indomitable will of Wakanda, the famed African nation known for its vast wealth, advanced technology, and warrior traditions, has long been reflected in the will of its monarchs, the Black Panthers. But now, the current Black Panther, T'Challa, finds that will tested by a superhuman terrorist group called the People that has sparked a violent uprising among the citizens of Wakanda. T'Challa now knows the country must change to survive. The question is, will the Black Panther survive the change? You know what I'm saying? And I think we're getting this book for a couple of reasons, but I think one of the main ones is bits and pieces and elements of the story arc is kind of in the movie. You know, it may not be literal, like a literal port over, you know, because obviously we know Submariner, Namor is you know, the reason for the, I guess, perceived downfall of Wakanda, you know what I'm saying? So obviously he's not in this book. But, you know, when I read this book, it still felt like they were taking elements out of it to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Definitely interesting. So let's dig in a little bit. Of course, the list price is $6.99. This is going to drop tomorrow on the 8th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got limited edition on this one, guys. 10,000 editions. And we already know the breakdown. The common is 6K, uncommon is 2250, the rare 1,000, ultra rare only 500, and secret rare only 250 editions. We getting to this joker right here. So let's hop in real quick. Check out some covers, shall we? So our common is done by Brian Stillfreeze. Let's check it out. I love this color off the rip. I can tell you that. You know, just dope, man. I know if I drew this, I'd be proud of myself. You know what I mean? Like, I like it because it's just very basic. You know, it's not. It just has a very clean look. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, so I think that's dope, man. That's our common, and I'm really liking this drop off the rip just because I prefer comic drops where we're not getting a common and then a black and white uncommon. I believe personally they need to start. Now, when it comes to classic books, bronze, silver, whatever, a lot of those books, when they were released, they didn't have, you know, variant covers. So I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But they have done some new books too, here and there, where it's kind of like we're getting black and white and this, that, and the third. So I don't know, you know, but for these more modern books, it looks like we're getting as many variants as we can, for, you know, the fact that we still have VeVe exclusive artists taking up the rares and the ultra rares sometimes, but it's all good, you know what I'm saying? So our uncommon, which might be my favorite, I don't know, is the Scotty Young. We getting our man's auto down there, of course, you know what I'm saying? I believe it's on the physical too, so that's cool. And yeah, man, Black Panther, ball of yarn, I'm cool with it, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's hop on over to the rare. And the rare is done by Ryan Sook. You know what I'm saying? I really like this drop because we're getting all of these different covers, man. You know what I'm saying? Penned and inked by different people. So they kind of have their own little potential upsides and things going on with them that I like. You know what I mean? So this right here is dope, man. I like this little stuff going on over the shoulder. It almost gives them like a fur look, like a panther has fur, you know what I mean? They should mess around with like a variation like that. I think they did a book where it was like an alternate universe or something, and they were like in the past, and a lot of their outfits were just based on like real world stuff. Like Thor, he was wearing a lot of like animal furs and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like I think it was set in the BC time. But this is dope, you know what I'm saying? What you see here at the bottom with the people, their fists in the air, it's basically a play. It's playing off of the story where, you know, pretty much Black Panther is in the time period where he kind of lost the confidence of his people. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of things that happened before this book, but it picks up in a sense to where you don't feel like you need to read any of the other stuff. You know, you pretty much get up to speed. And man, I'm trying to remember the story fully, but I think it was something where, like, you know, basically his peoples were like mining and stuff, and they were kind of just looking at him with like a look of disdain, like they hate this dude, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't figure out why his own people hated him so much. You know what I'm saying? And then he noticed there was this one woman in the crowd that kind of like just stood out. And think he eventually figured out like she was able to like tap into people's mind and not really control them, but more or less like bring out, like amplify their true feelings about certain things, right? So that's where this extra feeling of disdain was coming from. And you know, he eventually got to kick it with the woman and you know, figure some more things out, what's going on. And what makes the book dope, in my opinion, is it's technically like 3 different storylines going on at the same time. So it's kind of like, you know, if you ever watched a soap opera back in the day, they follow one character and then they interact with another one, and then they kind of build it up, and then they'll go to commercial. And then when they come back from the commercial, you thinking they're gonna pick up where they left off, and it's like, nope, they'll hop on and show you some other character and then what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's set up really nice for this guy, for this to be this dude's first comic write-up. Like, he did a really good job, yo. But you know, it just kind of, I guess it just goes to show like certain skills and certain experience does port over well. I'm not gonna, you know, spoil the whole story and run through it and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose of you guys acquiring these books, besides ownership, is the ability to have fun one day and pull them up and read them yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave that to you guys, but I will tell you, this story ends off with a nice cliffhanger, but yet it wraps up with a bow, like real nice, and it still leaves you wanting to read the other issues coming. You know what I'm saying? So really interesting, man. But let's hop in and check out the ultra rare sorry, so we had the uncommon Scotty Young, we had the rare by Ryan Sook, right? And now we got the ultra rare by Oliver Coppel. So let's check out Oliver's work here. This is kind of ill, man. I like this. I'm not sure if these are VeVe exclusive covers or not, but that's why we're gonna hop into eBay and see what's going on, see what's out there, see what's for sale. Check out some variants, man. I like this. It's really clean. It has like a very it has like a sketchy type of look, which I like sometimes, you know. Certain stuff like the common, this has almost like a graphic type of look, you know, which is dope. I just like different stuff, you know what I mean? But this looks more like a hand-drawn, almost like an oil sketchy type of art, you know what I mean? I like that. And I don't even need to look at the name because I already know the artwork style. This is my fam, Alex Ross, man. This is one of my favorite artists out there. And this is, oh man, that's a crazy cover. Got the straight up good old looking like NYPD police trying to pull guns on the fam. What you doing, man? That's not gonna work out. That is not gonna work out, man. So that's our secret rare. I believe we only getting like 200 or 250 of these. So yeah, man. I could tell you off the rip, I'm definitely going for this drop. But the main question is, are we stacking or slacking, right? That's what we gotta figure out, man. So let's dig in a little bit more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on one of my favorite sites, Key Collector Comics, checking out Black Panther 2016 in all of its glory. We're gonna try and see some variants. So let's dig in. As we know, it's the first written work in the comic book industry by Ta-Nehisi Coates. First appearance of Zenzi, a mutant with the ability to affect emotions. See, this is the chick I was telling you about, man. 2 versions of Zenzi have been introduced by Coates. Interesting little alpha they give you on this site, man. I really like it. So that's Black Panther number 2 down there. But let's see, we got 7 cover oh, that's hard. I like this, man. I don't know why. I have no idea. It just reminds me of like just things I've seen growing up. I don't know if it's like Black Panther, like flyers from the organization that this reminds me of, or just like, you know, just growing up, seeing different things, you know what I'm saying? Being in the black community, you had, you know what I'm saying, blacks that was practicing Islam and being Muslims, you know, so I would see dudes like looking like this, you know what I'm saying? And it just gives me a little nostalgia. I really like that. I do wish we were getting that cover, can't lie, you know, but It looks like it's one of the least priciest ones, you know what I'm saying, that's out there. And looks like Brian Stealth Freeze did that. So this right here is the Alex Ross, and as usual, it's gonna command some, you know, a nice little penny amongst the others. So the high on the Alex Ross is $85. We got another variant here by John Tyler Christopher. This looks hard, man. I really like that. I really wish we got something like this, because man, if they could let us add stuff to the vault, then they add animation or extra oomph to the books, you know what I'm saying? This would look so dope, man. But I digress. The high on that is $90, man. It looks like that's one of the like coveted ones. People really like that. Yeah, it's a negative space cover. It's a banger, yo. So we got the Scotty Young variant. The high on that is $25. We got another variant here. This is the first cover appearance of Naomi, birth mother of T'Challa. Wow, that's sick. I mean, I would guess that's his father, but maybe that's just not the first appearance. But that variant ain't really getting that much love. It's only $8. Oh Lord, they did the hip hop variant. Oh man, that's right. I forgot they did that. So this one is made after the Jay-Z Black album cover, and this is hard. Like, oh, why can't we get this, man? Like, y'all are killing me, man, killing me. So the high on that is $50. You know what I'm saying? And then, oh, this is sick. This is kind of like a wow. So this variant right here is by Greg Horn. It's a Dubai convention exclusive right here. Woo! Stan Lee and Black Panther on the cover. Man, the only thing that could top that is like Stan Lee and like, I don't even know, maybe Black Panther with the mask off, so you see it's Chadwick Boseman, and then it's like a, you know what I'm saying, memorialized type of, that would be crazy, man. That would be sick. Whew, so that's $40, you know what I'm saying? So we're getting a little picture here of what's out there, and we're also getting a picture of the fact that other than the Scotty Young, you know, we pretty much got, well, that and the Alex Ross, you know what I'm saying? Our other two covers here are VeVe exclusives, so we're gonna rock out with that, man. So let's head on over to eBay, see what the numbers is looking like, and try to get an idea if we're gonna stack a slack on this book. All right, guys, so here we are on eBay, and we can already see some of our variant covers here. Got one for 40. Wow. Jay-Z cover, 60. Ooh, man. Dope, man. But what I like to do is go in, throw CGC in here, because I just want to see some graded books. That's really what I want to see. And then I like to hit the sort button and sort by the highest price, because I like to get right to it. Man, so Chadwick Boseman, number 42, owned the legacy of Black Panther. Oh, snap. So that's got his signature on it. That's dope, man. So dope. So we have one here signed by Stan Lee of one of the variants. That's 1,000. You know, so we could pretty much surmise that, you know, this book is not going for that much in the real world, just because, you know, all of these that are anywhere over $500, anywhere over that, they're all signed, you know what I mean, and autoed out. So gives you an idea. So here's the first variant, and it's going for $394. That's out of the UK. You know, Jay-Z cover for $100 and a 9.8. I really wish we were getting that, but we're not. So we got the Alex Ross variant in the 9.8, and that's $375, and that's our secret rare. So we could kind of, you know what I mean, gauge it off of that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know where this character is going. I don't know about, you know, my crystal ball is broken, so I have no idea what the cap off is, like when they will ever stop trying to push Black Panther. I have no idea. You know, if anything, I don't see him going away. I see them using him as a generational character, like Superman, like Spider-Man. It's an African-American character that's generational, and I don't think we've ever had that, you know? So I think they see the opportunity. They know that people, even within the Black community, you know, we have many subgroups, you know what I'm saying? From Africans to Haitians, Nigerians to all types of people. And all of these different peoples and ethnic groups coming from different cultures, they all can identify with this character and see themselves in this character. And I think that, you know, even with us not having Chadwick Boseman to play the part, I think it still just creates more opportunities to expand the part, you know, and to further have another actor that may connect with people on just a different level that the character himself can't. You know what I mean? People identify with people. So we got to just see where it goes, man. But back to the question that I love asking is, are we stacking or slacking? And it's really hard. It's really hard, man, because this book is only 10,000, you know what I'm saying, being ran out. And under, you know, prior conditions and prior environments, I would be like, man, if this thing, you know, as soon as this thing hits the aftermarket, you'll probably be paying 15 to 20 for a common. You guys remember those days if you was around, you know? So I can't say it's not worth stacking. I can't. I would have to say it is. But at the same time, in all fairness, there's books that to me are just more important than this one and have the same mint run, and they're not going for much in the aftermarket. You know what I mean? So I don't think these will either, to be honest with you. It's just really hard to tell, though, because the Uncommon's its own variant. You know, they're all variants, but even based on prior drops where we have like that, it's not really mattering, man. You know, we got a Thor book. We got 2 Thor books, I think, where Scotty Young did the Uncommon, and they're still going for $3. People don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm fine with that personally. I know that, you know, I'm waiting for mass adoption. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for people to feel like, you know, those same people that are like, why would I want a digital copy of this book? I'm just waiting for the world where you're looked at as like almost out of place for not having a digital version of your stuff or your collectibles ported over to being digital. So it could be years from now. And when we're talking years from now, who knows how much more character and product and IP development we'll have, you know, at our fingertips. You know, we'll have by then a whole nother 10-year-old generation of new fans. You know, we're already going to get a lot of young girls and women on board with this latest movie. You know, so a lot of potential upside. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, on the actual drop, I am not going to stack this book. I am going to get 1, maybe even 2, not sure, but definitely 1. And I will stack this in the aftermarket. You know what I'm saying? I think that this is just, for me, something I want in my collection. And the worst feeling that I have, or like one of the worst feelings I've had and experiences I've had on this app, was only having 1 of something, and then when it ran up, you know, I'm sitting here like, damn, I wish I could make money off of this, but I actually like the item. I actually like it. Like, I want to keep it long term. It's not about money. You know, some things you want in your collection until it's time to let the collection itself go. So, you know, certain stuff I personally just feel better if I own more than 1. You know what I'm saying? So I like to grab like 3 to 4 books. You know what I'm saying? If it's something I see myself like letting go in the future, or something I really like, but I'll feel a kind of way if it blows up, and then it's like, damn, I want to make some money. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, as long as these things remain under $3, hell, even under retail, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been on this app at a time where you could not even get a common for under $15 at one point. You know what I mean? And I always felt in my heart and mind that at the end of the day, like, these are just them being digital copies on the blockchain is a certain level of rarity and exclusivity to itself. You know what I'm saying? I think that people take some of that for granted right now because we have an overabundance of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if and when the day comes that even over time, just droves of people end up accumulating over this app, accumulating, like between that and the burning mechanism, like you're going to start seeing this stuff go. You're going to start seeing addition numbers readjust. So I don't think we're all taking stuff like that into consideration, or maybe we are, but I don't know who or what perpetuates selling a comic for less than retail after the drop. I don't know who started that. I don't know I don't know if it's a group of people that do that and then it just forces everyone else to do it. I don't know what it is, but at the end of the day, it doesn't have to happen. Like, after a drop, people could literally just say $6.99 is what I want. I want what I paid for this, minus some fees. And that would be it. Nobody would even question it. Like, and people would gladly pay it, especially those that came from a time where books wouldn't, right after the drop, you couldn't even get, like, you'd be lucky if you get it for under 15 and it wouldn't stay that low for long. You know what I'm saying? So to see where we are now, I know for a fact $2 is way too cheap, because even if it's a modern book and you're talking the physical copy, like the physical copies are more than $2 for the majority of this stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I've been on this app long enough to see stuff go from retail to through the roof out of nowhere, and you ain't holding, you're not holding. And I'm just never gonna make that mistake again, man. I don't care if it's Omi, I don't care if it's collectibles, comics. Like, I want in, man. I want some of it, you know. I gotta have something. So with that said, man, I'm gonna let y'all go. I really appreciate y'all stopping by the channel. If you could apply maximum pressure to that like button, if you don't mind. If you are new to the channel, you had a good time, got some information out of the video, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. Come back and join us again. Another episode of Stackin and Slackin. Your man Dr. Strange is out of here. Good luck on the drop.